Everyone, please come in. If you're behind the merch table, why? If you're not selling merch, why are you behind the merch table? Get in front of the fucking merch tables, please. Yo, before we go, we got a representative from BDS Boston who will be giving a quick speech about why we're here today. So if everyone could please give a round of applause and pay attention.
What up, y'all? I'm Antonella. I'm from Jericho, Boston, which is Amnesty for Political Prisoners, and also from BDS Boston, which is Boycott, Sanction, and Divestment Movement against the apartheid state so we can have a free Palestine in our lifetimes. And while I walk, I invite you to you can listen with your bodies. If you want, you can check out the BDS Boston table over there where I'm pointing to, and also THAW, which is a tenants solidarity union. So if you're having trouble with your landlord here in Worcester, please go talk to them. And I'm actually filling in a role for Bint Philistine, who could not come due to the snow. So I'm gonna invite her spirit to just take my body while I read her speech. But yeah, can I get a free Palestine? Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Within our lifetimes! Within our lifetimes! Thank you. Okay, Bint Philistine, taking my body right now. Okay. Hi, everyone. I want to start off my role in conversation with you, wishing you a very happy and joyful and revolutionary Black History Month, as well as a land acknowledgement. We stand on stolen Indigenous peoples' lands, specifically the Nipmuc people, and we recognize and support and demand their sovereignty, liberation without question. Can you hold this, Shari? Actually, can I have a comrade to hold this?
I mean, I'm right here.
Okay, word. Thank you. Okay, this is what collaboration looks like right here. Okay. I also want to take a moment before we begin to pause and remember the martyrs who have fallen. Glory to our martyrs. Can I get a glory to our martyrs?
Glory to our martyrs.
That's right. From Palestine to Turtle Island. Glory to our martyrs.
Glory to our martyrs.
We gather here today under the banner and slogan of solidarity. But what does that really mean? I think the perfect way to imagine, visualize, and practice solidarity is to take a look at the Black and Palestinian solidarity movement, which I was asked to speak on today. It's no coincidence that from Ferguson to Palestine has become a chant, or that if you go way back, you see photos of revolutionaries from both struggles, like Huey P. Newton from the Black Panther Party, and Malcolm X photographed with Palestinian revolutionaries. The history goes very back, and it's about time that we shift the narrative in mainstream media to acknowledge exactly why these two liberation movements are so intimately connected. So on the fundamental level, both struggles are opposed to 1, oppression and subjugation, 2, white supremacy, and 3, exploitation. And we obviously get into the specifics of colonialism and imperialism and capitalism that are at the very core of the slavery of our Black siblings and the colonization of settler expansion on indigenous Palestinian land, because as we know, slavery was not abolished by the 13th Amendment. There is an exemption clause that says that slavery is still legal in what we call the prisons. So that's in the Constitution. We can see that. If we dig a little deeper, we see that the modern day solidarities that have manifested are related to these points. For example, the military and prison industrial complex of 48, aka Israel, and the US are heavily intertwined and codependent. This means incarceration back home in Palestine and incarceration of our Black siblings here are related. Methods of abuse and torture are related as well. It is no wonder why Palestinian prisoners find themselves reading the autobiography of Malcolm X and George Jackson reading Palestinian poems while in prison. Our elders knew it, and of course, we know it. Our prisoners are crucial to our collective liberation as they face the oppressor in every single daily interaction they have. We support them as they resist this carceral colonial monster here and in Palestine. It is not a coincidence that young Black men and young Palestinian men are heavily targeted by these military states and subject to such a racist and unlawful system. The prisoner is core to the movement for liberation against all forces. Let me repeat that once more. The prisoner is core of the movement for liberation against all forces. They are powerful and powerless all at once. They are political in all of their existence. The power of the political prisoner is fueled simultaneously by their internal commitment to their external, The political prisoner is fueled simultaneously from their internal confinement to their external political realities. The prison walls may confine them physically, but a prisoner is constantly seeking an existence into the future, one that is liberatory for not just them, but for those who await them beyond. Political prisoners yield a special power regardless of their isolation. Their realities become the reality of the people. Their stories, names, and willpower are never forgotten. A prisoner's position is in direct opposition to the powers that confine them. They are persistent in the struggles for hope. Along with their fellow comrades, they will break down the chains that restrict their freedom and aim for an escape for their political exile, envisioning and architecting their free world that does not exist but will exist by virtue of their political unity, steadfastness, and force. So today and every day, I urge you to engage with organizations, which I'm sure many of you are, but furthermore, like the Jericho Movement Boston chapter, which is a national movement, and we have our chapter right here, and in Palestine Semi-Dune Network and Al-Haq, who work tirelessly to put an end to the carceral state and protect our prisoners and youth from such abuse. Palestinians are raised with the principle of taking action and not standing silent in the face of injustice. If we can tap into that instinct and be motivated to commit on the groundwork in community movement building like our revolutionary elders, then we can begin to imagine what momentum for effective liberation really looks like as a daily practice. And I think moshing and having these musical events are a perfect example of that, so thank you. There's definitely that somatic liberation is intimately connected, so my respects. We need to be sustainable and fair to our communities so the system does not burn us out. Find motivation and strength in the commitment to not be bullied into fear. For if we succumb to a life of fear, then we've forgotten our very resilient histories and the same historical and revolutionary movements that we look to for strength. Like our ancestors, let's resist through unconventional means. Let's challenge the dominant narrative, drawing the parallels between our movements. Let's educate one another on our struggles and learn from each other as a form of resistance. Most importantly, let's practice revolutionary love every day towards yourself and towards your comrades and towards the people that we all fight for. Find strength in the successful liberation struggles like in Algeria and in Haiti. Listen to music together, make music together. And find revolution and make revolution. Fuck the system! That was not in the speech. That was my addition. But those are the words of Bint Philistine, who's here in spirit. And now I want to throw this and see who catches it. So come together. And I'm going to throw this. Okay. Yeah. This is like the closest I'll get to my wedding day, like throwing a bouquet. All right. On 3, 1, 2, 3, P, free Palestine!
Hey, repeat after me. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Whatever changes, you have to make. can't just do it. You gotta think about your life. Being a black man in America isn't easy. The hunt is on. And you're the prey.
Palestinian people! All people who fight back against this white supremacist imperial state! From the Valley of the Beach to the fucking Gaza Strip! And you know who the fuck we are? We're from right down the fucking mile! And our name is one fucking thing! Reforms will not fucking save us. It doesn't matter if a chokehold was banned, Amir Law could still be dead. It doesn't matter if they had body cameras, they'll fucking cover it up. This entire system is incorrigible. From the prisons to the fucking surveillance to the pain, because they're all beyond reform. Hey yo! Fuck every slumlord in Worcester! shit, nigga. Yo, big ups to AJ for putting this on. True comrade. So he goes hard not only for his people, but for his scene and his community. Big ups. Please check out BDS Boston. Please check out the National Jericho movement. Tap in. Think about what the fuck you're gonna do after you leave this show. You may feel good, you may think good, but what are you gonna do tomorrow? What are you gonna do the next day? How the fuck are you gonna continue this movement? We saw in 2020 in hardcore, all bands stand up for Black Lives. We saw a bunch of bands put out merch, songs, use sound clips, all this shit. What the fuck are you doing right now? Niggas are still dying every fucking day. Over 1,000 people were killed by the police last year. My life, any black life, is still fucking under attack. You can't recognize that shit? You need to keep on fucking reading, keep on building, keep on struggling with your fucking community. Because we are not fucking free. This song is strictly about that action. It's about that solidarity. It's about anyone who's came before us who's actually did shit. This one goes out to all the straight edge kids that believe in harm reduction. started. The reason why we absolutely had to play this show is because Black history, Black liberation, and Palestinian liberation are interlocked, and they'll forever be interlocked. From the very fucking roots, from the Black Panther Party to Nelson Mandela to Ferguson to today, both our struggles are connected to the same imperialist power, the same settler colonial state, a state that came somewhere, eradicated the indigenous people, and chose to set up shop as a nation state with no claim to the land, and should have continued the act of colonialization. The same shit that the USA is. We are a settler colonial state. They did the same exact shit when Columbus came over here and waged genocide against indigenous people. It's the same shit that's happening in Palestine. And we can look to the Palestinian people and always take examples of their militant resistance towards the Zionist Israel state. Every fucking day, every fucking time. From when they shared how to deal with tear gas in Ferguson, to how we continue to have solidarity on the web and in person, we're an interlocked group. So whether you're fighting for Black liberation or Palestinian liberation, you need to understand that they are the same, different sides of the same fucking coin. This next one is about that militant resistance, that righteous unfucking rest.
Riot going on because once again the police has failed to protect us like they say they was going to do. Us as a community, we're not going to protect ourselves. If we don't have anyone to protect us, then this is what you get. You get riots. You got people out here going crazy. We losing loved ones every day to the people that's sworn in to protect us. It's not us. It's the police. It's the madness that they sparked up. This is what they encourage. This is what they provoke. This is what you get out of you taking a loved one from someone. This is what you get. You get a lot of people that's hurt, and they can't vent the right way. They can't no longer depend on the police to be here to protect us like they say they gonna do. So this is what you get. And no, it's not gonna end today. I can't tell you it's gonna end tomorrow. I don't know when it's gonna end. But it's for y'all to start. We're not the ones that's killing us. Y'all killing us. We can't make a change if y'all don't change.
What do you expect? When I'm pleased to warm up, we want you to eat the world on any trusted side. Without trusting, there will be no connect. Every takeover, every fucking street. Big violence, red. Do the guns up. We are moving together. It's all your self-respect. Big violence, hardcore, I'll always give him a shout out whenever fucking Move plays. And I'll stare right into that fucking camera every time. Cause I know y'all niggas are watching at home. Yeah. This next one's called Identity, baby. So who are you? Yeah, baby. Shout out to the keys. Tell me who you are. Tell me how you feel. Set me free. I'm ready. Walk me through. Keep me on something slow. Close to you. Take me down to the center. Come on. Let me get you through. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, this is our last song, right? Alright, this is our last song. Well, actually, shout out to all the bands that played. Shout out to Hard Target, Clock Out, Shame Thrower, fucking Shortest Life, and shout out to Wisdom and Lore, who's gonna be playing after us. Chanel's one of my best friends for the longest fucking time. And very cool to finally kick out on the same stage, baby. Yeah. Alright, this is our last song. Peace out, y'all. We got a show coming April 2nd at the fucking Banshee Den with Chaos Cross and fucking Crescent Ridge and Beautifully Spell. And yo, if you scan one of the QR codes at our merch table and donate $10 to any of the fucking orgs that are on there, BDS Boston is also listed on there, you will get a free record if you show us a receipt, so do that shit. And if you buy a shirt, I'll be sick. Alright, this is the last song, man.